Good afternoon, Hattrick friends. Hope you are doing all right. Let's see if we have a picture here even. I think we do. Let me just find the controls for the light. There we go. Turn it up just a little notch here. Welcome on in. On this Saturday afternoon, to some, very early Sunday morning, I suppose, for Matt, but welcome on in. Let's see, we have to do some picks first of all. So let me just swap on over. I can't do that directly. More like this. And then the Discord here, we'll just copy paste this. And then we'll take a look at how to pick today's results. Did you guys do your youth pools already? Did you find anything useful? Would love to hear so. As I said, hopefully you're doing well out there. Let's see. V.130. High Plains Drifter. I think they'll continue the recent good run of form and they'll win 2-2. Let's be 3-1. Seems like a common result, so let's go with that. Partalov against Aldrington. Looks like a tough task for Peter Ward's Aldrington today. Should say... No, I won't copy 3-1. 3-1. Eternia against Havnens-Hilde. Eternia haven't been doing too well lately. How did they actually perform last weekend? Okay, but they'll be playing at home. I'm tipping for a single point for Havnens-Hilde today. A draw. And Huskies against the top outfit. They must have a pretty decent confidence. Inadequate all around. In attack, let's see, Huskies. A horror game, to be honest. That should be pretty tough. Let's lock it in at 4-2 for Karlovic today. We do have some like a picks competition in my Danish league as well. And it's the interesting thing is, what on earth did I actually do here? The interesting thing is, in those divisions, we combine the series of VI100 and VI1008, and last weekend we only had one correct pick in this entire series, so it's getting harder and harder to pick out the right results. That's pretty interesting for like everyone. Matches start in 8 minutes, so let's just see if we can find a diamond in the rough perhaps here. It will probably not be this guy, Kenny Gausen, 15 years old. No. I wish I could afford another scout, but it'll take a little while before we can actually invest that kind of money into the academy still. Yeah, okay. All around a week. Let's check to see if he's almost 16, but he's actually almost 17. That was a terrible youth pool. That was terrible. Unlucky. Hey Pinky, welcome on in. Let's take a look at today's program in the live viewer. We have obviously all matches from V.130. Hypens Drifter against Barnet Bay. If we look at the numbers, it looks like looking at the numbers, it should be hard to pick out because average age a bit higher for Barnet Bay. Higher TSI though. The TSI will rise before the wages, so yeah. High Plains Drifter doing better and better as the season goes on here. Looking at numbers between Pardelov and Full of Water. So hydrated, I suppose. I'll take a good sip as well. Narrowly avoided jury duty yesterday. I don't urinate, so I'm a bit of a dam. That doesn't sound good. HTI League, looking at the numbers, actually quite high wages on HTI here. Too much info. Well, we didn't really share more details than that, so I guess this didn't make it easier today, but we do pick up a lot of cards, it seems. We do pick up a lot of cards here. Let's check numbers between Huskies and Karlovice. Do have a ban here as well. Are you financially sound at this point, Mambo, by the way? You did struggle a bit early in... Are you about to turn that around? This is 500,000 euros. I get why you are a bit in... I mean... maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I'm not in the red financially. I have 50k. Anyway, from V.109 we do have a pure human matchup today. That's Papai ELC and Bagheera United, and they're like battling for second here, so it's a pretty important match for sure. Could see them build at this point, substantial lead of 4 points Bagheera if they win. Sold another profit player, but not for much. Parking the Bus will be playing the bots here, so they'll at least keep up with Papai ELC should they win. Also, it's even more important to keep the boss at bay. But it puts me $1 million in the black. Alright, alright. Yeah, I haven't been able to do much still in order to turn things around. Hopefully we can accelerate a bit here towards the end of the season and do a few more things before next season, because next season, that's 50k euro. Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually, like, that's 10 times what I have currently. Interesting. But it's really, like, right now, I think it's about time to get some sort of a snowball rolling if you want to. Especially for Havnenseld, I mean, we're down here. And still the prize money second season will be substantial, simply because it's like the first place prize money is the same, like that would double your balance, right? So that's nothing to scoff at least. A minute to go before kickoff. A minute to go. But I must say, I do have a fully fledged plan for what to do with Havnenseld at the moment. I still just need a little more cash before I can actually do it. So actually a bad time for me to have like 2 away matches in a row, wanting to get things rolling. Just a few more seconds and then we will be able to check out some ratings in today's matches. Here we go. Let's just go with a full reload, swap to the live view page. Let's see if we have the ratings. Let's start out in V.109 here. Manica Juniors, obviously. They'll be scoring a 2 sub-level difference in ratings in the midfield, but look at the advantage it actually gives the Tesla kickers here. Still 3 expected goals. Wing attack. Yeah. Let's see, parking the bus. Underestimation, but it shouldn't mean much here. Okay, let's see. The most interesting matchup today in V.109, Papaya ELC against Bagheera. Bagheera with outstanding attack on the flank, and it looks like they should be able to secure a pretty good lead. And I think we can expect having parking the bus in third after today's matches, really, if things go according to the general state of play here. I would like to just quickly check the fixtures here and check out when parking the bus clash up against Bagheera. They're due next week, right? So there will be like a follow-up to today's battle for second and V.109. Anyway, moving on to V.130. High Plains Drifter facing a wing attack. Attacking down the wings, and that's the bombers. Brilliant attack skill. Wow. Certainly not a deadlock once this match is over, that's certain. It's a shooting contest here. And we have today's first opportunity. The crazy thing, this is just 3 sub-levels, right? And it gives such an advantage. Sit on Hikes. That means it's the home team, High Plains Drifter. And we have today's first goal. Sit on Hikes, bringing the Drifters, giving them the lead just 3 minutes in. Not really surprising looking at the ratings here. Okay, Aldrington in a counter. Excellent ability. Padalov looking like the favorites still. 3 expected goals in the simulator. That's Padalov, and then below 1 for Aldrington. Looks tough, but never say never. HTI League against Havnenselde here. 2 sub-levels separates the midfield battle. This is pretty close, but Eternia certainly the favorite here. It'll be a goal fest, and I'll be happy to get a couple of them. Yeah, it's certainly like it could be like 8 goals or so. How did yeah, I have 4 goals in my picks result, so I'll probably not be correct in that one. The Huskies against Karlovice. So let's see here. This is interesting. The Huskies win the midfield advantage, but Karlovice have a better conversion rate in the attacks. And for this one I want to check the stamina, because this might actually be key. Excellent. Ooh. Yeah. That'll be the problem for the Huskies. I'm up against a 6-star technical defensive forward, and are they still really good for mid rating? Don't seem to mention, so wondered if they are left behind a bit. No, they are actually they're pretty good. Like, it's still a strong specialist. The thing is, you often see TDF man marked, and then they are good for nothing. Most often utilized in national team matches simply because you cannot man mark in those games. The way I see Huskies coming away with a little upset here is if they are a little lucky and get more than a 2-goal lead in this one. They could actually steal some points. How about stamina in the midfield in this one? HTI League coming down the left. Leighton Gilchrist. Misses after 7 minutes, so it's still deadlocked. But they are at least attacking in the right place. HTI League, that is. Wanted to check the stamina situation here. Passable, solid, solid, solid. Inadequate, passable, passable. Excellent. I guess we are away. You can't say that about Aldrington. They are full of overly combative players. It's quite unpleasant to see. Oh, like oh, for the TDF, the man marking situation, or I mean, this guy would probably be a good man marking target as well. Or the commentary note. Let me just say. Ah, yeah. He's calm, balanced, fiery, balanced, fiery, calm, fiery. Yeah, okay. He's tranquil. Yeah. Here's a booking for Reynoso, Bonnet Bay. Sometimes the combination of like the texts are quite hilarious. We have a goal. Thomas Hautenstein down the right for Bagheera, bringing them ahead. 1-0, 9 minutes in. You see some pretty funny combinations. We had a like when you get a yellow card and it might trigger an injury just after, and you see that that it's a player complaining about pain in the chest. I accidentally played a bruised player. Well, I'm crossing fingers that he doesn't run into another injury. Did you see the HTs actually mentioning that you could have players not becoming injured in training, but perhaps picking up a bruise in training? So you would have to think about the risk management of playing them if they pick up a bruise. Not that they had locked in on developing such a system, but he mentioned it at least. I do think it would be fun to have sort of like more minor events. But everything that's random obviously should be handled with extreme care. I mean, a lot of people seem to think that random is the ultimate enemy of the game, but without any randomness in this game, we wouldn't have a game. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to play at all. $959. Is that about fans, I guess, in the chat? Over here. We're far behind on fans at Havnenshilde. unfortunately. But the new goal is, if you're not last, you're first, right? Man, if we could just get a little win, another little win, and get a little bit of confidence, we should be doing well. Bake and shake. Manico Juniors are doing as expected here, going up by 1 after 13 minutes. 13 minutes, Arthur Rosenberger, the goal scorer on this one. Karlovic attacking here. Sylvester Vanda in the left side, but still 0-0. Wide of the goal. Do you have any stamina subs planned, Mambo? Because it's looking all right now, but it does seem that you are behind stamina-wise in midfield. Clarence Sedoff, I mean, this is... he doesn't look like the Cedar final in a few ways, but Bagheera, okay, you'll be subbing him off. That makes sense. I mean, what can he play? 30 minutes perhaps. Bagheera on the ball. It's Valdemar Filtenborg on the right. Should be a good opportunity. And it's 2-0. Bagheera United up by 2 now. 15 minutes in. I do have a bit of a, like an old timer here. He should be able to become a decent coach in the future. No, I can't play like Queens of the Stone Age. It's like an artist called Martin Hall. Yeah, it could be like what they imagine they would be like. But it's from like a music platform called Epidemic. And then I can, as long as the video is released while I had the license, I can use it on YouTube without copyright claim. Obviously I have to pay a little in order to gain access to all the music. But it's nice to be able to make use of the music without having to worry about videos being taken down. And you should update your subscriber goal. Yeah, I know that it's off by 5 or so, but I think that's due to the API. Because it reads... it should be reading it automatically, really. Check it out. How do I do this again? Oh. Okay, so at the page where I can edit the actual settings for it, it does show the right value. Drifters attacking again, this time on the right side. Arne Bogdam set up for the volley here. Flies wide of goal. That's lucky for the Bombers. Okay. Okay, now it actually shows the right values, so I can't explain what's up here. Let's see, Bakira made it 3-0, 18 minutes in. Parking the bus 1-0 after 90 minutes. Cesar Gotarza was Thomas Haudenstein with the second. Now a brace for the Danish attacker there, Lukas Tolla, making it 1-0 for Pardelov. An attack down the right side. I guess it will take a little luck. Aldenton here, playing peekaboo. Now, I think I just messed up the overlay for a sec there, but it should be showing the right value now. I hope. I just need someone to subscribe to see if it actually works while being... if it updates real time. And yeah, it works on this as well. Slowly getting a few more goals here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. That's all right, I guess. That means we have a goal per game right now, on average. Balaban is already losing a lot here. We need a few free kicks and like a few screamers. Please do that, and then get them off the field and enjoy the rest of the match from the bench, I suppose. Let's see what it means for Huskies. Yeah, you see Seedorf losing capacity to perform here halfway through. I thought they would last a little longer in the first 30 minutes, but perhaps I'll have to rethink my approach. to be honest. Just a little. Halfway through the first half now. Bonnet Bay with the equalizer. Down the left, Jeremy Cote. And it's all level again. He's been... I thought he had scored more goals this season, but his second goal this season, the young striker. And here we have our booking, I think. Bonnet with the goal. Did we give it a little dong? There it is. There it is, at least. And it's a yellow for the midfielder. Lutz Merz gets booking as well for Havnenselde in the middle of the park. And it has caused an injury. Looks like they'll have to make a swap. Eternia. Sorry, Skeletor. Oh, it's up. Oh, but he's been scoring a lot of goals this season. Is that a worry? Let's check the implications. Okay, it's quite helpful. Hey Crates, welcome on in. I'm not sure I've seen your name in the chat before, but always nice to welcome in a new viewer into the chat. A tutorial, please, for pressing. Well, pressing is... Oh, Maniku. Bruno. Welcome on in. Yeah, well, I'm exploring it in YouTube. I also do live streams on Twitch for the Danish community. Actually, well, a tutorial for pressing is relatively simple because it's about the defense for all players in your squad, and then the press, not the pressers, the powerful players contribute double to the tactics rating. So when it's a good time to employ pressing, especially against long shot teams. Kong Kenu. Have I seen you during a live chat as well? If not, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Pressing is particularly strong against long shot teams. So what you do in that situation is you often play all-out attack in order to maximize your chance to score on the heavy defense. Ah, Magiske Mogens on Twitch. I see. Welcome on in. Yeah, so basically pressing became sort of a counter to the long shots team. It's increasingly popular in international play as well. So you, like, if it's a sort of a hopeless situation to win, at least you could try see if you can battle for midfield defensively and press as well and hope for a point, especially if you're strong on specialties as well. Karlovic attacking on the right. Corner for Huskies just before Girenas Spevakas missed, unfortunately for Huskies. Stephen O'Connell with a beautiful save in between the sticks for Huskies as well. Still deadlocked in that one. I have been contemplating seeing how the international streams would perform on Twitch compared to YouTube, but for now I am just continuing in the same way that I've usually been doing, by the way, for the live streams. Oh, that's unlucky for the Huskies. He's just made a beautiful save and now he has to leave the field with an injury. Felix Sanchez replacing him. Let's just see what happens to the ratings due to the... Unfortunately, keeper injury is always sad. But it's just a few percentages in defense. You need a goal soon. You need 2 goals, I think, and a tactical drawback, I think, to have a better shot. 30 minutes in now. 30 minutes in. Akira again. Thomas Audenstein, will this be a hat-trick already? In 30 minutes. Milan Jovan saves. Only 3-0 still 30 minutes in. I now have 4 injuries and a red card across the squad. Yeah, you've been unlucky, and I understand why you left in frustration last week. Bonnet Bay up now, 2-1. Emilio Santi attacking on the right. An open contest. Still, we haven't seen the last goal in this one. I'm pretty sure. Popeye ELC with a counter attack here, but it results in a shot off the bar. Manicoot Juniors here still cruising directly for direct promotion as well. Oh, we can't see promotion status while we play. I always forget that. Are you going for that, Fruno? Manico? I did hear from a few people that was asking about Hattrick International, and it does seem that we'll be seeing a few more joining V.109 in the coming season. But it also looks like Manico will be leaving the series. I think it's time for a reload. To get a better update here. Let's see. So 30 minutes in, 32 minutes to be exact, we only have one match still deadlocked, and that's HTI League and Havneshilde. It's just a team I use now to train an NT prospect for my country. No other plans, to be honest. Just bought the player and giving him passing. Oh, I see. So you ended up in some sort of a project, like a community project, just beating the hell out of everyone. So let's see if we can spot the international player passing. Oops. Oh, Estonia. So it's this fella. Wow. Yeah, I see. Okay. Okay. How far would he be off the national team? I mean, I know that form is always like a factor as well, so you can never have any guarantees in that in the international game, that's for sure. Kind of players that they I can at least see that the last used strikers in the next season lacking bias. I'm part of the team surrounding the Danish national team, and I'm a rookie in that regard. Really. But we have a golden generation approaching the we did actually field players just 28 years old now, and they're like on par with the established players already, so that's pretty crazy. Aldrington with the equalizer. Jan Kalev. Speaking of Estonian players here for Aldrington, after a counter, and then he directs a free kick directly into the net. 35 minutes in. Looking nice for Aldrington. Eternia with an attack on the right wing. The fans are hoping this is finally it. Ah, that's a good side. Max Appliquera. And it's 1-0 for Eternia at Castle Grayskull. We have an equalizer at High Plains Drifter Stadium, where it's now 2-2. 7 Hikes with another goal. How many goals this season? 5 now. That means we have goals in all the games. Unfortunately, no goals for Havneshilde still. Oh, what am I saying? We still have a deadlock between Hattrick Australia Huskies and Karlovice. And there's the swap. Clarence Seedorf subbed off, and we get Jesus Angel to play in the middle for the Huskies now. Almost 38 minutes in. Harris Bui with an opportunity here for Eternia. Stig Højgaard with an easy save for Havlens Helte. Manico Juniors now up 2-0. Parrish, Folger. American defender for the juniors here. And it's 2-0. Going all according to plan, I suppose. They'll be promoting most likely at the end of the season. As it looks right now, at least. Uldrich Hulic, that must be from the home side, left back, getting a yellow card here. 39 minutes into play. 5 minutes remaining now of the first half. Radek Loshak celebrating his birthday today, 28, apparently. Congratulations to him. Altington just had a corner at Church, but wide off the mark, still 1-1. Bill Campbell on the ball, parking the bus here. But easy save for Marco Antonio Bustos Gisbert in goal here. Still 1-0. Two minutes remaining of the first half, regular time that is. Martin Duba, part of central midfielder here. Central attack, but it looks like James Nether did bring him down, but there's no penalty and just picks it up instead and lets the ball into play again. No goal. Thomas Haudenstein secures his hat-trick this time. 4-0 for Bagheera United in the 43rd minute here. Excellent play by Bagheera, looking like they're at least setting their sights for second here. In V.109. Tesla Kickers. With an attempt here. Does look futile though. The most angelic expression is one of the most frustrating commentaries in Hattrick. Yeah, along with the side netting live comment as well. That's also annoying. Yeah. Pilot Lagatos gets a yellow for Papai here. Less than a minute to go. Now halftime scores from around the Hattrick International here. High Plains Drifter and Bonnet Bay tied at 2-all, 1-all at Pardelov and Alderton AFC. HTI League leading 1-0 at home against Havnens Helte, and the deadlock is still to be broken at Stadium Australia. Papai LC are pretty they were nice hosts today for Bagheera United. The guests lead 4-0 at halftime. Then we have Parking the Bus up 1-0 against Pumas International. Tesla Kickers are hosting Manica Juniors, and the guests are leading 2-0 here. Yawning Up a Storm here had a very early start yesterday. Had to get into the city by 9 AM for jury selection. Got up a good 5-6 hours earlier than normal, so I might have to have an early night here. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you so much for joining and taking part for the first half, Biggie. That sounds like you need an early night. No worries, I'll see you next week. And hopefully you have a great week until we see each other again in the chat. Take care. Oh, we're just completely isolated down here at the back. We'd have to win at least 3 of the remaining 3 matches. I just realized, oh my. One of them is against the Huskies, obviously. How are we ever gonna accomplish that? We'll have to win against the Turnier today. Oh my. This is so embarrassing. I'll go think about that while I take a little break, find something to drink, and then we'll be back with coverage for the second half. Be back very soon. I see we're still about... we're still on the broken back, huh? But, I mean, in my defense, there was a whole line separating break back, no break back soon. Yeah, okay, I guess when you say it like that, yeah, it does sound well, that's the reward for the chat, that I go see a specialist, yeah. A back brace. Certainly not a regainer, I guess. Or powerful spec. Three minutes. Before we go on with the second half. Man, I'm just realizing that my goal of not finishing last may actually be very difficult if we don't win today. I thought actually the possibilities were a little better when I talked about that last week. Looking at the remaining fixtures, I mean, I know we can beat the Australia Huskies because we've done so before. Padalov? High Plains Drifter? That's not going to be easy. It'll be impossible if we don't win today. Not only do we need the points, we also need a boost in the team confidence so badly. It can't get any worse. Maybe it can, but it'll be very hard to make it any worse than it already is. If you're familiar we'll still love you when you are last. Yeah. But the problem is I probably won't love myself when I'm last. It'll be fine. Should you be aiming for a certain team spirit or fan mood for the off-season? I don't really know what I'm doing for end of season, start of next. You shouldn't be worrying about it at all. It's completely reset. The thing that's partially reset is the fan mood. So, at least for the last round, you should mods, because the team spirit will be reset fully anyway. But with the partial reset for the fans, no matter what, modsing a match will, if it ends badly, it will affect the fan mood also. So if you lose, they will take it as hard if you play match of the season as well. But you could also end up winning because you mods, and that just gives you a little higher fan mood throughout the off season, and you don't have any chance to do anything about your fan mood during your off season unless you play a qualifier. If we mods against each other in the last round, we, no matter what, except if you want to play on the counter and you end up winning the midfield, you should always mods the last match. it'll be a good match anyway, because I don't want to lose any more matches at all. Ever. Well, at least this season. And it's not looking too good still. Much more powerful if you have more confidence to use. Yeah, simply because if you mod, you should have a higher midfield rating, and then you will be awarded more chances. And if you have more confidence, you have a better chance of scoring because you'll have higher attack ratings. So in all that, it synergizes quite well. Then there's also the match of the season setting. It prevents your players from underestimating the opponent, as well as it works against the drawback. So you won't have the drawback if you play match of the season. If you want to score a lot of goals in order to build as much fan mood as possible in the last match. It's just like all the reasons. There's absolutely no reason not to, unless you are playing to avoid a direct qualifier or something. Or perhaps, of course, if you are in a qualifier and you perhaps need to save some team spirit, or you don't want to halve your team spirit just before a qualification match. But all the same principles goes for that qualification match, because you should then just treat that as your last official match of the season anyway. So rather than the last league game, just think about the last official match of the season, which is a week longer than. It used to be a substantial training, at least a training bonus to play in a qualifier in Hattrick, because usually you didn't have the weekend friendlies and in the off season, so people would speculate getting qualification matches just to get an extra match of training during the off season as well. But obviously that trick has been removed. Slow start to the second half. When did I? Minute 60. Oh. Yeah. Do you think you can beat Eternia and then Padalov next week? Well, next week I'll be at home. I think it might take a win against Eternia in order to have a proper chance against Padalov next week, because I need to accumulate the confidence, the way it works now. I can tell you in 40 minutes. Oh man, I'm finishing last. I should have just played against all the bots. So you're basically telling me that I have to win all of the matches in order to go past you in the table. That's what you're telling me now. I mean, look at it this way. If you score a goal here, I think it'll be done and dusted. I think that would seal the fate. Unfortunately, I think that's but I mean, I want all you guys to win. Just not against me. I want to know if the last round will be for bragging rights, because if you're 7th, you're not 7th, you're last. We all mods against you, by the way, sorry to let you know. Yeah. I can tell that the journey is not modsing today. What an evil scheme that would be. Do you fear me that much? That you have to collaborate? This is a fun league. It is. That doesn't make me want to win any less. I want to win. I just don't know how. I plan to win this season. I guess I'm just not a good planner, right? Winning the wooden spoon. Oh, I have to be right back, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back now. Let's see here. Don't worry, he'll fix his back for next season. Yeah, we'll be winning next season for sure. I really should be the one at the bottom. That's the silly part. I messed up the season so bad, but lucky to steal some results. Same. My training plan only lasted 2 weeks before I had to abandon it. Oh yeah, you guys, were you both in financial trouble or what? We'll give Milwaukee a hard time, but he's sticking to his training strategy. It's clear he's going to go past a lot of teams in the long run when he cashes in. Oh, you guys. You guys fear me so much. It's unbelievable, really. Pumas International. Draws. They equalize, obviously. That's what I'm trying to say here. David Ramirez. Winger to head event from the bot team. Made a profit though somehow. I've already made a few adjustments to my overall strategy. Cesar Cotraza. That's the right back from parking the bus here. Bustos Gisbert blocks another shot here. It's still draw. It's still a draw between the two teams here. Still a deadlock here. No chances reported between Hattrick Australia Huskies and Karlovice. Interesting that the league leaders are Bednarik. Think he leaves the field here. What? That's a red. Bednarik, how temperamental. This is crazy, Mambo. What are you telling your players? Are you just accumulating all of the luck this season? All of the... Right, okay, so you're doing some alternative approaches. I mean, you've had so many... Was that the second red this season, or sit on hike is? Is that the extremely long comment here? Some of those are too long here, but High Plains Drifter goes up 3-2. Sit on hikers with a hat trick as well. They should name a game after this guy. A change in personal for Howland's Hilde. How does that impact ratings here? Why can't I see? Two red cards in 2 weeks. I should show you like the match history of one of my players in Denmark. This guy. Right, a nasty fellow, fiery. We have a competition to like the biggest bully, and he hasn't had he has had one card this season, so that he's got one point this season. Look at this last season though. One thing I would like to learn is the correct instruction to import cover for red cards. I'm not entirely sure how you actually do that. Free kick to the Bombers as we land on the live page here. Let's see. Yeah, I think he found it's a level once again, 3-3. Emilio Santi with a brace now. Yeah, I was certain he was going to win the bully competition this season, but so far he's been quite tame. Fine case of red cards. Peter Hedegaard. Unpredictable event here, I think. Valdemar Thibault didn't expect the chance though, and he botches the finish. No goal. Parking the bus now up 2-1. Simon Hoskins with the goal this time. 63 minutes in. Emilio Santi feeds the ball to Wade McBride, and now it's 4-3 for the guests. Did I say 8 goals or so in this game? After seeing the ratings, that's calling it, I say. Erling Bukayo. Corner here. Come on, Havnenselde. He does not know what to do with it. On. This guy's the moron. Right there, the goal's right there. Maybe we should go explore that. So I guess most often it's about protecting in the midfield or something. Like if you play for 3-5-2 and you get a red in the middle, you want to preserve the midfield rating in some way. We are not even on the live page, right? Silly. Halfway through, one game still deadlocked. The Huskies. If you get a red in the middle, do you drop an attacker? I guess that's dependent on your approach. If if you're like 3-5-2, you might move a defensive player. I guess. Kalovic, Bohumil Cipris chips it here, and he gives them the lead 67 minutes in. But we should open up some match orders and try to have a look. I think Kalovic is trying to preserve the lead here with defensive adjustment. Eternia, no, stay. Stop. A long ball. Free kick here, Leighton Gilchrist. In Denmark, when I was a kid, we would yell, "Pølse, pølse." Yeah, he misses. They can be really complex to understand. Aldrington down the middle here, but Daniel Kotsar saves. This time round, still level. 1 goal each. Oh, like if you look at it like this, so you would basically, like you select, for instance, an attacker, right? If you want to consolidate your midfield rating in case you get a red in the central midfield. Just looking at it, so it says my central midfielder, my inner midfielder red carded. In that case, you move, like you could set it like this, and this way it knows, like it will go for a central position that's open still, as far as I remember. But it's hard to test, right? But that's basically moving down the midfielder in case, like this. You can select if my I think that's pretty straightforward. I didn't actually ever look much into it because obviously with my club teams I don't have any strong. Yeah, that makes sense. But national teams they also have access to a full customization, like if you have a level 5 tactical coach as well. So that's something you have to consider as well. You don't always have that as a club coach, and I wouldn't recommend it when you're playing competitively. I would recommend obviously the psychologist and the form coach over the tactical coach to get more moves like this. Certainly. But I mean, this one is interesting as well. Like if your opponent, if he does in fact lose an inner midfielder, okay, then I swap a defender or a midfielder for an attacker or something. But it doesn't seem that complex. That's just a behavior change though. What if you say substitution? Like if we imagine advanced. Let's say we have the same situation. Opponent gets an inner midfielder red card. And in that case, we would swap this out. And let's just say we would get Brojanowski in and we would set him up here in the attack. Oh, in this one, I guess you would use this if... Is this if you want to reverse something? Like in case you actually did? The match is not tied. But honestly, it's about working out, but I'll admit it. Right now, for me, it's hard to see a straight up use case why you would use an inverted at some point, but maybe some tactical guru can explain it for me. Checking up here, did we see any goals? Actually, we didn't. We're 75 minutes in, 15 minutes remain. Parking the bus with a red, second yellow for Alec Torres. Nikolai Quarks. I don't know. How do you pronounce that? Only the keeper to beat here. Did we get goal number 8? We don't. I called 8 goals at the start of the match though. Would love to see that happen. What's he called? Jodel for Severson? Quarks. Again? No. They just missed it. 15 minutes to go. Karlovic with the second here. Not very surprising. A lot of stuff going on in this match. Again for Hattrick. Australia Huskies. 2-0. Consolidating the lead up front. Partalov. Right now, all level with the lads from Aldrington. And that would see Karlovice going 4 points clear at the top of the table. A solid campaign, it looks like, from Karlovice, and being 4 points clear with just 3 matches to go, that's pretty close to clinching that league title. I'll just have a look at the fixtures for the remaining fixtures for Karlovice. They'll be playing Partalov. Oh, they could seal the title next week when they play Partalov at home. In fact, already with just 2 games to go, but that is if things end as they are right now. Up high ELC on the ball here, Adam Kaldenecker. Absolute acres of space on the right. Cuts inside. Could be a goal. Tony Falkenberg is in goal. He hasn't had much to do this evening. But he doesn't even have to work in order to keep that out of the goal. 12 minutes to go here. Ivo Skunda, that must be Partalov. That's the left wing. Attack on the right side, but a miss. That means still looks like a point for Aldrington with 11 minutes to go of the regular playing time. Thomas Hautenstein could have a chance to score his 4th tonight. Would be an amazing performance. He misses though. Still quite good. I mean, a hat-trick. I think it was a quick event even. Partalov putting a little bit of pressure on Karlovice here. They go up 2-1 after a central attack. Josef Schmakal. Hard to argue against that 42% conversion rate in the end, now that they have had 4 central attacks. Was bound to happen. 10 minutes to go. And that reduces the gap to just 2 points in the live league table. Another injury for Eternia. Is that a glimmer of hope for Havnens? So you're telling me there's a chance, but not a big chance at least. 10 minutes to go now. Aldrington. A red for Partalov. Let's see. An injury? Danny Mark gets a bandage on, ready to continue. Is that a bit of a... Fortunately for Partalov, it's a striker having to leave the field, being sent off. other areas. It could have moved some percentages for sure, but not really in this case. Bonnet Bay up to third if things end like this. 11 chance totally. Could easily be more chances. Your best player, Denmark. Luckily it's only a bruise then. This match could still potentially explode in chances. Werner Tinglev cuts in from the right. Could it be 5-0? 5-0 for Bagheera United here. Close, but some of the defenders managed to get in front of the shot. It's still for Bagheera. I don't think there's any chance we get a point here. 5 points of a gap up to Huskies. Just a little goal. Just a little goal. An update on Brett Stewart here. Will be out for a week or so. 5 minutes remain of today's matches. Oh no! That's Manico's international player going off with a injury 2 weeks out. That's a 9-minute loss when it goes for training, hopefully. Could he even be ready next week? Perhaps for the friendly next week, I don't know. That's unfortunate. If that's the only real goal of that team, feels bad. 4 minutes remain. Come on, a little goal. We've only had 2 chances. Yeah, that's unlucky. So if it's but it could turn to be a 1 week injury on the next health update. And I don't know if there's time for him to heal up before friendly next week. I'm crossing my fingers. But he's 20 years old, 28 years old even. It'll take a while before he heals. Look at that. Is 28, is that the first year you get a reduction in... It could be. I think it is. I think this is reduced by 10%, right? Being 28, but he's gained skill, expensive skill, salary-wise, so it'll show as an increase even though he had the first age deduction. Whoops. Hurry, 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 hurry. We are embarrassing ourselves here. 6 minutes. Maybe not. Maybe not. One more. One more minute. Adapt is gonna do anything. 3 minutes here. Yellow card somewhere. Could also be an injury somewhere. Looks like a reload. Oh, I reloaded in the 90th minute. Attorney Emmanuel Medoro. I think we still have the matches running here. Two minutes added here as well. Let's just see here. 9, 13, 16, 19, 23 goals. Just over 3 goals per match today. Which is a bit of a on the low end when you consider the ages of all the teams here. Most teams newly started this season. It ends 1-0 at Castle Grayskull. Journey Elite beats Havnenselde. And it looks like Havnenselde will have to do... They'll need to find some sort of a miracle in order to avoid finishing at the bottom of V.130 in the first season. I don't like to admit it, but we've just not been good enough. And while the strategy might seem fine in order to gain some money initially, it's not enough when competing against a few other managers wanting to secure a league win the first season. A lot of matches ending here. Karlovice beats Hattrick Australia Huskies 2 goals to nothing away from home. Bagheera United wins 4-0 away against Papai ELC. And then we have Park in the Bus beating Pumas International 2-1. And they'll be facing Bagheera in a match for second next week. Manuka Juniors wins 3 goals to nothing against Tesla Kickers. But they'll be focused on trying to patch up their star striker up front, who had to leave the match early due to an injury. Then it looks like Pardelov securing a 2-1 victory against Orrington. Hey Mikas, just came back to Hattrick after 10-15 years break. Love your videos. Helps to catch up with the meta these days. The meta is pretty much the same, but still like evolved in a bit. But good to see people coming back, and good to see people coming to the chat as well. Glad you like the videos. Welcome back to Hattrick. How long did you, like you say, you just returned, so how long did you play for already? Bonnet Bay winning in a little surprise here. 4-3 away to High Plains Drifter. Not what I picked for the picks competition. But looking at the ratings, it was no surprise we saw a lot of goals in this one. Let's see if the league table is updated, and it is. Karlovice leading, and they'll be playing Pardelov in the next round. Probably trying to... They'll probably see who gets the edge. They could be very close to securing the title with a win. Next week, Karlovice at home. Havnenselde against High Plains Drifter. And at least we don't have to face a team winning their last match, but we have awful, if not disastrous, team confidence, and it's troublesome to say the least in our quest to avoiding the bottom place. We have 3 matches to overcome, a 5-point gap to the Hattrick Australia Huskies. They play Bonnet Bay away next round. Orrington Elite and AFC. Orrington AFC and Attorney Elite, that's what I meant to say, are playing as well in next round. Still quite tight if you look at from 3rd place down to 7th, and then you have Havnenselde, obviously. Little embarrassing, I'll have to admit, but next year is our year. Next year is our year. Manica Juniors leading the way at top V.109. They are cruising towards direct promotion. You can't show it right now. Okay. Bagheera. And as I said, they play Parking the Bus in a match to potentially almost clinching the 2nd place in the league, at least for Bagheera, if they manage to win that one. He's been sold. Manica Juniors dominating the top scorer list in the V.109. How does it look for V.130 though? Top scorers. Harris Bui of the Attorney Elite. I think it'll... quite unlikely for him to be overtaken in this competition. So an extra 10,000 euros for HTI League at the end of the season, it looks like. Every little bit helps at this stage, I suppose. Man, we're finishing last. I guess when I'm doing a recap video of this first season in the Hattrick International Community League, the bottom line is how not to win the Hattrick International. Anyway, if you like being in the chat whenever there's a bit of a Hattrick Live content, tomorrow evening we'll be live from San Marino as well in IV3, where we're looking quite good in the quest to finish in third here. But it's a tough match against Berlin United, who are actually leading at the moment. That'll be 7 p.m. Hattrick time tomorrow evening. If you like, that's the plan at least. You never know what happens. But as I said, if you like to come chat about Hattrick, have any questions about the game, anything, we'll be back tomorrow evening with more live content on YouTube. Not going to dabble around much more right now, so thank you so much for joining. See you guys soon, and hopefully you will have a great rest of the weekend. Take care, goodbye.